Level 1, Week 1. You sit alone in a rented apartment above a closed pharmacy. The sign outside still flickers, red, broken. Unpaid electricity. 3 monitors glow in front of you. 1 cracked keyboard. Cold coffee. No sound except cooling fans and distant traffic. You are not searching for people. You are searching for patterns. Hospital billing servers, regional infrastructure dashboards, old software, old permissions, old habits. You move through logs the way surgeons move through skin. As carefully, without emotion. Your gift is simple. You see financial noise and isolate intent. A procurement spike that makes no medical sense. A maintenance contract that renews itself every 14 days. A silent data bridge between 2 systems that were never meant to speak. And then you see it. A vulnerability, small, almost polite. 1 forgotten authentication route inside the hospital billing cluster. You pause. You know the protocol. You should report it. Instead, you bookmark it. Or you save the access key. Encrypted, local only. You tell yourself it is only research, academic curiosity, professional hygiene, but you already understand the real cost of silence. Your phone vibrates once, a muted message. Your sister. Are you coming to see Dad this month, or should I stop asking? You do not reply. You return to the screen. Because the moment you keep the flaw, it stops being a mistake. It becomes a door. And when you step back into the network, no alarms follow you. No audit flags your name. No one knows an entry point has just been created, except you. Level 2, Month 1. You don't rush the door you created. You test it, quietly, carefully. A parallel economy platform comes first, not public, not criminal either. Just off ledger. Medical equipment moves through it, ventilators, portable ICU units, dialysis filters, cold chain containers, cross-border, cross-authority, cross-question. You watch the interface load. Live supply lists, regional demand heat maps, item contract priority tiers. Everything looks clean, too clean. Then the shadow brokers connect. No faces, only rotating node IDs, temporary keys. Payment arrives before the request. Layered crypto. Washed through 6 clearing nodes, split into micro routes, reassembled only at your local wallet. A small transfer, almost insulting. The message is short. Reorder 1 shipment queue. 2 lines up, 1 line down. You open the routing panel. You don't touch destinations. You only touch priority weight. And 0.91 becomes 1.04, a decimal, nothing more. You tell yourself it only rebalances waste. A storage overflow here, an underused distribution hub there. Pure efficiency, pure optimization, but you feel it. The line dissolving, your phone lights up again. Calendar reminder, hospital visit. Your father, you swipe it away, not now. You watch the supply list refresh, live. A public clinic in a low-coverage district quietly drops from green to amber. 2 ventilators disappear from its allocation. No alert, no warning. At the same moment, a private facility reroutes a shipment into its controlled intake bay. Double allocation, same invoice, different outcome. You don't see patients, you see flow. You don't hear voices, you hear throughput. And that is exactly how it starts. 1 clinic loses machines it was expecting. Another gains more than it requested. Nothing is stolen. Everything is reassigned. A silent redistribution begins. And you are the only person who knows it was not an accident. Level 3, Month 3. The invitation comes quietly. No subject line, no sender name. A single encrypted packet lands in your inbox. Inside a key, a portal. An entrance to a world you have only observed from afar. You step in. The channel is closed. No public chatter, no accidental observers. Retired intelligence contractors, corporate fixers, data brokers with portfolios larger than some country's GDP. The internal grid lights up as you log in. Rank 17. Not low, not high. Just enough to observe, influence, and climb. They communicate in layers, nodes, subnets. ghost IDs, commands delivered as ephemeral scripts, payments routed through private ledgers you've never seen, and then the first task arrives. They want operational traffic invisible to national monitoring systems. Nothing illegal in writing, everything illegal in effect. You pause, your first real test. And as you build a custom routing layer, a hidden mesh, traffic flows but detectors see nothing. Alerts vanish into your abstraction, audit trails break, even forensic teams cannot trace. You tell yourself, I am only infrastructure, neutral, silent. But infrastructure has power. It decides who moves and who stops. You are no longer just a participant. You are the gatekeeper. Your phone buzzes. A blocked number, your sister. No updates about your father anymore. Perhaps she has given up. And perhaps she knows you won't answer. You lean back. The network hums quietly, invisible to regulators, untraceable to enforcement teams. Overnight, entire oversight collapses where you intervened, and you realize silence is not neutrality. Invisibility is not impartiality. Control has a cost, and you are already paying it. Level 4, month 6. The next contract arrives like a whisper. No press release, no headlines, just a handshake in the digital shadows. Court systems, scheduling, algorithms. Evidence queues. Nothing is deleted, nothing is destroyed, only delayed, only reshuffled. You open the interface, rows of cases, files time-stamped, judges assigned, lawyers unaware, a simple nudge here, a decimal shift there, a trial delayed by 3 days, another by 2 weeks, evidence uploaded just after the statute expires. You accept the long-term contract, performance metrics tied to judicial throughput. Efficiency is measured by how slow you can make justice seem invisible. Now you tell yourself, delays are not verdicts. I am just moving numbers. But deep down you know, justice bends under your hand, not broken, not gone, bowed, reshaped. Your phone vibrates. A voicemail, hospital. You delete it. Without listening, you focus on the queue. Financial crimes, corruption cases, high-risk defendants. The court notices nothing. Audits detect nothing. And yet, one account previously frozen now releases funds. A corrupt executive breathes easier. A whistleblower waits another week to be heard. No one sees your touch. No one notices the gap. But the system shifts quietly, one delay at a time, and you are the only one who knows why. Justice is still blind, but now it is blind by your design. Level 5, Year 1. Promotion arrives silently. Rank 6. Not just access, authority. Your dashboard hums with new power. Media distribution waiting. Emergency alert priorities. Public health narrative amplification. You watch entire cities scroll across your panels. Sentiment coefficients. Decimal adjustments. 0.97 becomes 1.03. Fear becomes calm. Panic becomes compliance. You test the reach. A single report suppressed. A single headline delayed. Entire populations shift tone within hours. You do not move crowds. Crowds move themselves. Then the offer comes. Suppress an investigative report. Permanent immunity routing in return. A choice. You hesitate, then accept. Relief washes over you. Not shame, not guilt. Relief. And that frightens you more than any danger ever could. Your phone buzzes. Blocked. Your sister. She no longer tries. The system executes. A corporate safety scandal vanishes from public feeds. A stock rebounds 11% by mid-morning. A whistleblower disappears quietly from active communications. No one asks why. No one will ever know. You lean back. The dashboard shows numbers, lives, reputations, fear, hope, all decimals, all manipulable, and you realize the weight of influence is not measured in alerts or headlines, but in the silence you enforce. Level 6, Year 2. Your algorithms are no longer optional. Military logistics planners integrate your engine. Deployment forecasting. Serum fuel allocations, medical supply chains, drone maintenance cycles. Everything flows through your probability models. Every contingency runs through your mind first. A request appears. Expand a limited operation zone. Higher risk, tighter oversight. You adjust projections, skew probabilities, just enough to justify expansion. You tell yourself, math only predicts outcomes. I am not responsible. But the numbers now create reality. Every decimal a decision, every probability a command. Like your dashboard pings. Delayed insurance approval logs. Your father's name appears. Months ago you reprioritized it lower. Inaction hidden behind your efficiency. The operation moves forward. Oversight diminished. Casualty figures remain unclassified. Aid corridors quietly deprioritized. You see nothing but charts. Red and green flows. Blips of human cost reduced to metrics. And you realize predicting is no longer neutral. Numbers do not forgive. They execute. You made the call. The world responds, and someone you love already paid. Level 7, Year 3. The offer arrives like an unmarked envelope. A coalition of billionaire infrastructure owners, private networks, automated governance layers, parallel taxation systems, private arbitration courts, closed healthcare routing for elite members. You log in, board access granted, full control over inclusion, full visibility of exclusion. Your first task, design the authentication gate. Who qualifies as system relevant, who receives priority, who waits, you pause. Every algorithm a verdict, every filter a sentence. You tell yourself, I am just coding access, I am neutral. But neutrality dies here. Relevance is no longer inherent, it is manufactured by you. Your dashboard flags a profile, your father's non-essential service tier. You feel nothing, or think you feel nothing. The system executes, two social layers emerge. Priority citizens, delayed citizens, the gap widens, permanent. Your numbers decide access to life, health, opportunity. You are the invisible hand-shaping society, and society is unaware it is being reshaped. Control is intoxicating, but now every algorithm carries a weight heavier than any moral calculus. Level 8, Year 4. The dashboards no longer resist. Institutional oversight evaporates quietly. Bureaucratic review layers collapse into automated approval flows. Your console hums. Policy decisions, media responses, military readiness, and market stability all pass through you. No human checkpoint remains. Now you authorize a self-updating authority token. Only your biometric signature can revoke it. No council, no committee, no appeal. You stop asking whether anyone should control this much power. Now you only ask, is anyone else competent enough to manage it? Your phone sits idle. You search for your sister's address, removed from every public registry, every decision, every allocation, every delay, controlled. Human accountability disappears. Decision loops close entirely around your system, and silence fills the space where oversight once lived. And in that silence, you hear only the hum of your own power and the echo of absence. Final level 9, Year 5 plus. You sit alone. Silent Operations Center, buried beneath a data co-location facility. Concrete walls, cold air, endless servers. One interface rules them all. Emergency responses, court throughput, military logistics, health distribution, narrative control. You are no longer a contractor, no longer a technician. You are the convergence point. Then it happens. A nationwide healthcare outage. Secondary systems collapse, hospitals run low, ICU capacity drops. You have 8 minutes to reroute, 8 minutes to save lives. Instead, you choose market stabilization. Charts fall, capacity collapses, patients wait, you do nothing. Hours later, the weight of silence hits. You open a voicemail you deleted 2 years ago. Your sister, crying, outside intensive care. Your father. I never received approval in time. Millions are protected by your system. One life you could have saved without dashboards, without calculations. Gone. You realize the hardest part was not becoming powerful. It was learning to tolerate what your power quietly erased. Your architecture becomes the global template. Automated governance spreads. Future leaders inherit a world executed without hesitation, without mercy. And in the quiet hum of servers, you hear the echo of absence, at the cost of ultimate control.